Hey, preschool friends. This week we are still talking about water, and our investigation question is, how does water change? Do you have any ideas about how water changes? Those are all really great ideas, and I look forward to learning so much this week. That brings us to our question of the day. Do you like to swim? I do too. And swimming can happen in a pool, a lake, a pond, a river, or even just your bathtub. So, have you ever noticed that when you get out of a pool or a lake or even your bathtub, that your skin is wet? After you're out for a little bit, your skin starts to dry. This happens because of evaporation. Evaporation is when the liquid water turns into a gas. So that water dries up and turns into little water droplets that go back up into the air. That's evaporation. So that leads us to our experiment that we're going to be completing throughout the whole week. I have two bottles that are the same size, and I filled them up with the same amount of water. I even marked a line where the water line is, and then I put some blue dye in the bottles so that you're able to see the water. Because remember, water is clear and sometimes hard to see. So, what I want you to do is to make a hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? A hypothesis is when someone uses information that they already know and they use that information to make a really good guess about what they think is going to happen. So, what I'm going to do for our experiment is I'm going to take these two bottles with the same amount of water and I'm going to put them in my window. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid off of one bottle and leave the lid on the other. So I want you to make a hypothesis about what you think is going to happen to the water inside the bottles. Throughout the week, we're going to make observations, which means we're going to watch the bottles to see what's happening. And then on Friday, we're going to compare the two bottles once again to see the results. That's when we get to check our hypothesis to find out if we were right. So I need you to make that hypothesis and have someone type it in the comments below this video, or better yet, you can send me a video of yourself explaining what your hypothesis is. So I'm going to take these bottles and put them in my window, and I can't wait to hear your hypothesis for our experiment. Remember what we talked about today when you're making your hypothesis, because it's already information that you learned. We learned about evaporation. I can't wait to see what you come up with. See you next time, preschool friends.